We've seen now how to select information from our database, but of course there will be times where we need to update information as well. So let's take a look at a simple query where we update some information in one of the records. In particular, we're going to suppose that the practice on October 6th, the bell ringing practice, has been pushed back to 8 p.m. or 2000 hours, and so we're going to see the code that updates this information. So what we'll do is we're going to use the function db.october.update. So instead of find, now we're using update. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out the same as before. We're going to specify the query. And so we want to find an event where it's a bell ringer's practice. But I'm going to specify a second condition as well. So event bell ringer's practice and date, ISO date of 2014 10/06. And so it's going to look for both of those things to be true. So we're looking just for the bell ringer's practice that occurs on that date. We'll end our query part of the function, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use a second piece where we say $set and then a colon, and here we tell it what we want to update. So we're going to say set the time to be 2000 hours or 2000. And when I do that, and then I'll close my braces, I'll close my outside braces and close my parentheses, we'll see that it matched 1 and it modified that 1. And so now if I actually do, let me just do a db.october.find, and then we'll say find the event that's a bell ringer's practice, date, ISO date 2014 10/06. And we look at the event and we see that the time has indeed changed to 2000 hours. So that's a relatively simple way to update a record. One hint, when you're doing this, I would suggest that before you do the update function, you actually do the find function to make sure that your query is finding the correct event to update. Once you do that, you can then go ahead and issue the db.october update instead. But if you don't do that, you might accidentally select multiple events or the wrong events, and you want to make sure you're selecting the right thing. So it's not a bad idea before you run an update function to run the find function to make sure you're finding the correct events.